My name is Dana Cummings. I'm the Executive Director for AMPSURF, and we started this organization back in 2003, about 4 months after I lost my leg in a major car accident. I had always wanted to learn to surf, and so hadn't been able to do it before I lost my leg, and so I wanted to learn after I lost my leg to kind of prove to myself that I was whole again. We thought, my gosh, if I could surf, we can teach anybody to surf, so we founded AMPSURF. What we do at AMPSURF is we put on Learn to Surf clinics for people with disabilities, and today we just had a clinic. We had about 10 participants come out. We had people from people with amputations to blind, and all the way to guys in wheelchairs, paraplegics, stuff like that. And we just bring them out for a day of fun on the beach and surfing, go through some dry land stuff, some water safety, surf safety, and then we take them out in the water and just have fun on the surf. Well, when we first started, we did our first clinic in 2003. We only had 7 people come out and surf with us, and the guy that came the first way was from Florida. This year, you know, we're 8 years later, and this year we'll teach over 300 people how to surf.
Hi, my name is Julie Carruthers, also known as One-Legged Joe, California Surfer Girl. And here we are at Pismo Beach, California, enjoying the beautiful ocean today. I started surfing last year with AMPSURF. I didn't think I would be able to get up on the board, and Dana said, no, we're going to get you up on the board. And I said, okay, if you believe in me, then I got to at least try. So I went out there, and by the second day I was standing up on the board. I felt ecstatic the first time I was up on the board. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I was up. I love the ocean anyway, but to have that exhilaration of being on the water and moving that quickly on the wave was really exciting. And now I'm addicted to it. I come every single month. I had an amputation in 2001. They discovered that I had chondrosarcoma, which is a very rare bone cancer, in about 1997. I went misdiagnosed for about 3 years, but we tried to save the leg, the doctors tried to save the leg, but after 3 surgeries, the cancer kept coming back, and they said, we have to take the whole leg, otherwise you're going to die. There's a lot of people that have prosthetic legs that they can use out in the water, but they're generally below the knee amputees. But I'm a hemipelvectomy, so I'm losing my hip joint, and as soon as you're missing that, it's much harder to wear a prosthetic leg on the land or in the water. They make them for the land, but they do not make them for the water, so this is it. I can only surf like this. This is it.
My name is Kim Hildreth. 8 years ago I had a massive stroke that left me blind, and there's no hope of recovery, so it's been a process of adaptation. The sport of my life was horses. I showed them for almost 40 years. When I went blind, I had to kind of stop and pick something else to do, so I chose surfing. It's been a challenge. The waves don't respond like the horse does. You can't talk to them. You can't make them do what you want. You have no visual horizon to fix on for balance. So you have to feel it through your bones, up through your hips, into your spine, and kind of translate that into an artificial balance. And it's really hard when the surfboard and the wave are moving under you to kind of adjust to that and make sure that you're going to stay up on the surfboard. It's a real challenge. The first time I made it was when we were surfing up in Santa Cruz, and I caught a wave at the outside of the break and rode it all the way to the beach, and I finally understood why people do this. It's an exciting sport, it's a wonderful feeling, and you have to eat a lot of sand and salt water before you get to that point, but it really is a thrill.
My name is Greg Johnson. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I came out to California in March and I was asked to volunteer for AMPSURF. And I've been surfing for about 5 years. I'm one of the trained adaptive surfing instructors. What we have now is a challenged athletes division in a lot of surfing contests. So what we do is we try to inspire and encourage folks to leave us eventually and start surfing on their own in these competitions, and they surf in the challenge athletes division. So they can either surf prone on their stomach or on their knees, or some of them are actually standing up and maneuvering in the waves. And our founder Dana just traveled to Hawaii and competed in a competition and took second place.
My name's Simon Jackson. Joined the Army when I was 18. Was 2002 when I got injured. Happened in Germany. I love getting to come out here and go surfing. It is such a blast. I started 2 years ago with Operation AMPSURF, who were at the San Diego Sports Clinic for the VA. That was my first time surfing. Absolutely loved it. It's really changed my life to start doing stuff. What do you think about when you see me out here surfing or kayaking and stuff?
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They've said to me in the past that they see it as they have their daddy back. There was many years where I didn't leave the house. I sat at home, got fat, watched TV, and now that I'm active and doing stuff again, all the ones that can speak have voiced to me, and the most common thing they say is, "We have you back now." Whenever you're in a wheelchair, whenever you have the opportunity to move yourself, either paddling through the water or swimming or biking or in a manual chair, it's very empowering to be able to have that knowledge that I'm moving myself. There's not someone moving me. Yeah!
My name's Nathan Schmitz. I'm a avid surfer now thanks to AMPSURF. I'm a below knee amputee, and I originally studied outdoor adventure tourism. And when I lost my leg, I was in the hospital, and so I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do now? I got one less leg. What am I gonna do for work and everything? So I eventually, when I was in rehab learning how to walk, I met another recreation therapist there. She told me about this program, this schooling, and how you can do it. And for me, it was just another year or so of schooling. I could do what she does, and so that kind of inspired me to do that. It all works out kind of weird, but in the end, for the good. Past February, I got in the water for the first time surfing. Another instructor, he taught me how to surf, and at first I'm like, it's too much work, you know, I don't want to do all that, but they taught me, I got hooked, and then after that, my first session, I've been going like 3 or 4 times a week, non-stop, so. And since then, I started volunteering with these guys just to help pay back, and they're an awesome group of people. It's more fun than anything.
My name is Monica Denatli. I moved to Morro Bay about 4 months ago. I found out about AMPSURF in the newspaper and became really excited about it because I've always wanted to surf, but I just didn't think that I could do it. I'm a bilateral lower extremity amputee. It was a congenital deformity. I was born missing my fibula bones, and they amputated when I was about 3 years old. I'm a really girly girl, so I picked the surfboard with the flowers just because it has flowers. And it has the hibiscus, which is the Hawaiian and surfer attitude, which I really liked. It was pretty, so I picked it.
My name's Angelica Gonzalez. I'm 12 years old. I like surfing because it's fun to be in the water and get to feel the breeze.
And I think that's one of the things that we're doing here all the time is showing people with disabilities, especially, that they can do whatever they want to do. They just got to push themselves a little bit and focus on their abilities, focus on what they can do, not what they can't do. And it makes all the difference in the world. You know, they may live somewhere where they don't have the ocean to surf in or something like that, but they can come out here, surf with us, and get that feeling, and they're going in their blood. And then they know, man, if I can surf, I can do anything. I can play basketball, golf, whatever they want to do, run. And you know, it's amazing to watch the transformation in people. We've had 6 Paralympians come through our program.